5, or 1 engine, 7 wheels, and 5 more wheels. So this one I've got a bit of confidence in. We've got a standard aircraft setup here, so we're going for a typical Cessna design, so we're going for the single prop farm to have this nice solid wing space there, heading out towards the wingtips with a bit more tape, so we're going to put those in position. There we go. And we've got reasonably good control surfaces on the Cessna, on the Cessna 175, which is kind of why these aircraft are so popular in the general aviation community, because they are very docile for reasons like that. We're going to make sure that all the controls are in place. Now that we've got the wings done, we're going to get tail planes in place. So that's all set. We're going to get ailerons set in. Now we've got test control surfaces looking good. Now we're going to put our vertical wing or a rudder or a sort of tail in there. Set that right there. Then we're going to put the rudder into place. You know, so it's see, I've got confidence in this one because it actually looks like an aeroplane. But of course, you know, you need to have a power plant in an aeroplane. So we're going to put a motor in there. We're going to have a battery pack to be able to supply said motor with power to get us going through the sky. Now we're going to put some crew in. Of course, you know, we've got a good crew on there. We've got a crew in here, and it would not be a test flight without major malfunction. We put him there, and we put his green army buddy in there with us. So we've got our prop on the engine, so we've got our power plant set. Now we're going to put in our struts, because you always need more struts. Any game like this, you absolutely need more struts. So we put our struts into place there to hold the wing supports. Now we're going to start putting all our wheels in. So we're going to put a total of 12 wheels on here somehow. So we're starting with a pair of main gear at the back there. We put our nose wheel in the center there. Now we put our rear sort of tail wheel on as well. So we'll put that in place. Commanding images of double bogey wheels don't have those, so we're going to do a second set that gets the double bogies. Now we're going to do our Australian wheels. As I'll show you, I take offense at this. Well, actually, no, I support this actually. So we're going to put our Australian wheels on the top, give us a decent paint job, and let's take it out for a test flight and see if it works. So here we are, major malfunctions ready. We've got the engine started, and yes, absolutely, it works. A little bit tail heavy from the flight maneuvers there, but it is very...
You know I don't play right. Just give me the word, You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word, You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right.
And she is on.
Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like.
Unlike their traditional crest.
I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word, You know I don't play right. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. I'm gonna get back when I feel like.
Feeling like I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking that healing, sinking in this feeling. Will you be that time, giving me the signs of life? Making you are clear, but you're gonna leave me in the day.
bang, 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 bang.
Motherfucker really up, down, chillin' with the homies, I don't really give a fuck. Got a bad bitch, she gonna legit, what the fuck going on? Bitch, you better bring her up, while you looking like a snap, bitch, I put you in a car fight. Like, bitch, you better get the fuck up, bought another round, cause we getting fucked up. I'ma put you in the dirt, bitch, I ain't gonna fuck you a bad motherfucker, motherfucker really motherfucker really I'ma put you in the dirt, motherfucker really motherfucker really I'ma hit the fucking jerk, motherfucker really motherfucker really I'ma put you in the dirt, motherfucker really motherfucker really I'ma hit the fucking jerk, motherfucker really the fuck with the fire, I don't go for a bitch, I just wanna hit the bite, just wanna be the best, I just wanna get I ain't never chasing anybody else in my love, yo, I don't go for a bitch, I just wanna go, bitch, you know I'm on the road, bitch, I'm making so much cash, I can't see the flow, got 0 to 100, bitch, you know I'm about to blow.
dead. Should've listened to me and said, oh, how little you know.
desse jeito, é desse jeito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito. É desse jeito, é desse jeito. Só leva chifre quem não faz amor direito.
Mama said you're meant to burn as bright as a star among the midnight sky. All the pressure blinded me, but now I see I'm no different from the rest. You said I'd fly away, but my walls have kept me down. Now I'm lost and I'm afraid, and I'm close to hitting ground. You said I'd fly
damn it. Damn it. Damn it. damn it.
The Museum Audio Guide. Take 100. The world is full of wonder, mystery, and culture. But it's also big, and who has the time, eh?
Damn it.
What the hell?
แล้ว
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
must not go on. This injustice must end.
An increase in the number of terrorist attacks highlights the danger posed by augmented citizens.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
Help me!
Sometimes, you just have to let go and embrace what you've become. They've worked from the shadows for years, shaping the future, manipulating lives, controlling information. Innocents have died as they play their game.
We will not sit idly by and allow our rights to be eroded out of fear and ignorance any longer. We will not be herded into ghettos and treated as outcasts. We will stop at nothing.
The world is different now. The old rules no longer apply.
If your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more, freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force to part it. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. It's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, better do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can harness believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. So, you locked away inside with the key controlled by fight or flight. And
this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no legs, it'll kill when I'm desperate. Infectious, so fight for.
Mày nhớ gì đã nói tao đã bị mày nói chuyện mất dạy tao. Mày nói về phim tao nhầm. Rồi ghi ba. Nó nhắn chặt sao không.
Pretend, buried all my feelings, find them in a coffin where there's no space for healing or letting you in.
Tao khỏe, tao vậy là mình không khỏe. Tao mà sống mát mày chịu đó. Tao đâu có ngại, đâu phải là chơi với thằng có môi gì đâu. Máu đúng rồi, thì tóc lỡ tóc cái màu máu đúng rồi. Tao quả đâu, tao gọi chỉnh chỗ đó, tao nó thử luôn. Nói hàng đầu Việt này ghê. Vậy rồi bây giờ sẽ là việc ta cài tấm gì đi chơi hả?
Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree.
Tại sao phải chờ một bài hát khi bạn có thể phát triển xác điều mình muốn bất cứ lúc nào? Với Spotify Premium không giới hạn, chỉ có âm nhạc của bạn theo cách của bạn. Nhận ngay 3 tháng sử dụng với giá 33.000, hủy bất cứ lúc nào. Những lúc bận bạn làm chủ trải nghiệm nghe nhạc của bạn. Những banner để tìm hiểu thêm.
A cutting-edge biotech firm. David Saraf himself handpicked me for the job.
Cái đậu phộng quỳ ai ôi ơi màu
Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security was failed. A team of Black Ops mercenaries stormed into Saraf headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the monks were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through the plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullet slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have done it. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Saraf's money could buy. Took me half a year to get a feel for it. Should have taken longer, but 6 months into my recovery, Saraf Industries was attacked again. This time by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claim to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Saraf's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Saraf sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants. Obviously something more was going on. He ought to have killed himself before I could question him. Saraf ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Saraf's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling those actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Ops mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. Wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Saraf Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm with a contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Rugen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Saraf's factory. Van Rugen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Rugen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime groups. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Rugen had no qualms giving up. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Rugen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Ops mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Saraf Industries was at the top of the list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Rugen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped. Spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in the penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests. Let's just let into a panic mode, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Saraf had been worried about his people. So worried He'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPLs were being broadcasted in game. Zhao sent a single call to Picus, the world's leader of global 24-hour satellite news. I turned those signals on. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal.
Mẹ tôi có gọi con Quỳ cho mình tới rồi. Hi.
Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' first lady of news. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Since she's just been following her commands, the mercs were led by an augmented killer, a woman who made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I'm sure she would silent again. We fed her over down, and no one left to keep Eliza quiet. She reappeared. Turns out Picus's first lady of news wasn't a lady. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believe. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a human doctor named Isaiah Salazar to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarah if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions riots were breaking out in several cities. UN was being urged to intervene. Seraph was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor turned philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Seraph had remarked at the same time, catapulted Seraph Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Seraph, Megan's kidnappers knew this. They called his enemies Illuminati and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot at the side of associates seconds after entering anxious airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into the warning shot. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tom Seahawk, leader of the gang augmentation harvesters. Tom said they'd taken the arm off the corpse, which Bell Tower had left in their door, meaning that at least one of Seraph's scientists was dead. But maybe not the rest of them, though. Tom pointed me to report use of human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hilo project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. Forced by their captors to create a technology capable of the longest shutdown in policy. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization,
Mày nói vậy em được nha, tao đi 221 đó.
With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron and Amir, the walking tank who put a bullet in me the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao, and was hoping
Hay lắm em, Quy gợi lắm em. Lát nó về hai em ơi. Mà,
sweet belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist with Sarah that called on.
Giá này nghĩ mấy đứa.
Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in the global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time give us the answers.
Phải là chưa thử thôi.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard sister airlines Flight 451 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding? That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Is Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the labourers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit and they all went schizo, Things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
What's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his gin crew to the penthouse level to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the gin from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
Bây giờ đúng không? Bây giờ nữa.
I'm not leaving my six exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
Keep an eye out for it. Aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute, so we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Listen, every part of me, I'm free from what I'm living in. Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Listen, every part of me. So don't tell me you want me just because you're lonely, just because you saw me at the party with my homies. We can take it slowly, we can take it slowly. So don't tell me you want me just because you're lonely, just because you saw me at the party with my homies. We can take it slowly.
Nice work with the train, Chang, but we got...
Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Listen, every part of me, I'm free from what I'm living in. Music is my therapy, dancing is my medicine. Listen, every part of me. So don't
every one of us. This must not go on. This injustice must end.
An increase in the number of terrorist attacks highlights the danger posed by augmented citizens.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
Help me!
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become. They've worked from the shadows for years, shaping the future, manipulating lives, controlling information. Innocents have died as they play their game.
We will not sit idly by and allow our rights to be eroded out of fear and ignorance any longer. We will not be hurt into ghettos and treated as outcasts. We will stop at nothing.
The world is different now. The old rules no longer apply. So much pain. So many lies. Their darkness must end.
This should be your fight as well, brother. The promise of a golden age is over.
aboard sister airlines flight 451 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are ya?
If I do create, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
Sir, no reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm.
I'm not leaving my
York. So what to... Your call. One last...
Keep... Copy that.
You're...
Task Force action. This is Ninth Leader. Engage host drives and descend to Angel 1-5.
Đi cài lên em ơi.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the move.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Maybe I'm weak, but it took half a year to get over you. Or maybe I'm good at pretending that we got a lot of the same friends, and soon enough they come a weekend when we just wanna bring it up. And maybe I'm weak, but it's taking too long to get over you.
Đây có không? Kìa. Cái đầu lưng hậu của mày. Kìa biết có không? Mày biết có không? Đồ má. Bỏ chút tôi rồi. Mày biết có không? Cho.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few jetties up and running. We're gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember.
Tóm mà hai cái.
Don't have to talk about it, I'm on my way, so you better keep it moving. We on the chase,
Tóm mà hai không? Tóm hai tóm không?
I'm coming through. I give a flash, and he ain't gonna bounce back. Won't get no flashbacks, and never gonna look back. Oh, done with the drama, go and get your karma. I'ma be ready.
Well, chạy lại đi. Cho trời để quay đúng là mà nổi quá đi mày nó chạy
Sir, entry the casa.
Một cây có vẻ chưa xong.
Nắm ra giờ chùm.
Chưa xong à?
Nó đẹp trai. Chị đóng rồi. Bây giờ không? Đi bắn ngoài à? Gió. Đóng đi đâu? Đóng đi đâu? Đóng đi đâu? Đóng đi đâu? Đây là chúng ở đâu? Ở đây là chúng ở đâu? Đây là chúng ở đâu? Tám này, 2 phòng đó. Mua cho em 200 viên đạn rồi. Em 200 viên đạn rồi. Gỡ em đâu? Gỡ em đâu? Nè em đi hướng dẫn rồi.
and every one of us. This must not go on. This injustice must end.
An increase in the number of terrorist attacks highlights the danger posed by augmented citizens.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
Help me!
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become. They've worked from the shadows for years, shaping the future, manipulating lives, controlling information. Innocents have died as they play their game.
We will not sit idly by and allow our rights to be eroded out of fear and ignorance any longer. We will not be herded into ghettos and treated as outcasts. We will stop at nothing.
The world is different now. The old rules no longer apply. So much pain. So many lies. Their darkness must end.
This should be your fight as well, brother. The promise of a golden age is over.